Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorials, we are going to learn about QGIS interface. But before we do that, we have to know what QGIS is. QGIS, which is an acronym that stands for Quantum Geographic Information System, is a free and open source software that allows users to view, analyze, and manipulate spatial data, and it is used by professionals and hobbyists alike. In these tutorials, we will take a look at the various elements of a QGIS interface and how to navigate around the software. As you can see at the moment, the QGIS main window is by default divided into 5 main components, which can be customized and arranged to suit our needs, something that we'll come to appreciate in the future. Those components are, we have the menu bar, we have the toolbar, we have the panel, we have the view bar, we have the map view, and last but not the least, we have our status bar. We are going to take each component individually and give a brief overview of what they do, starting with the menu bar. The menu bar is located at the top of the main window and contains a set of menus that allows us to access various functions and features on the QGIS software. The main purpose of the menu bar is to provide an easy way to use these functions and features easily. The menu bar in of itself is also divided into several submenus. Each of these submenus contains a specific set of functions and features that are used to achieve a particular goal. The first submenu we'll be looking at is the project menu. The project menu allows us to manage our QGIS projects, including saving our projects, loading our projects, exiting our projects, or exiting the QGIS software. The next submenu we'll be looking at is the edit menu. The edit menu allows us to add, modify, and delete spatial features within an editable vector data layer, something that we cannot do at the moment because we don't have any editable vector layer loaded in our software. The next submenu we'll be looking at is the view menu. The view menu allows us to control how our data is displayed in our QGIS software. It does that by giving us the ability to zoom in, zoom out, pan our layer, and other functions like identifying our features, managing our panels and toolbars. The next submenu we'll be looking at is the layer submenu. The layer menu allows us to add and remove layers, create layers in our projects, as well as changing properties of layers. The next submenu we'll be looking at is the settings menu. The settings menu allows us to define our own set of keyboard shortcuts, create and manage symbols and color ramps for our vector and raster layer, and also create our own coordinate reference system, among other things. The next menu we'll be looking at is our plugin menu, which allows us to install, uninstall, upgrade, and manage our plugins. The vector layer allows us to use some standard vector-based GIS operations like the buffering, dissolving, and even putting random points in our vector or raster layer. The raster layer, just like the vector layer, allows us to use standard GIS operations, but for raster-based layers. So some of the functions or some of the operations that it allows us to do is doing raster calculations with our raster calculator, georeferencing with our georeferencer, and then performing raster analysis on our raster layer, which again we'll be exploring in later videos. For the database, it gives us access to the database manager, which allows us to integrate and manage spatial database formats supported by QGIS, such as GeoPackage, Oracle Spatial Layer, PostGIS, Spatial Light, and virtual layers. We are able to do all that via our database manager. The next sub menu we'll be looking at is the web menu, which allows us to use web-based plugins like quick map services, QGIS 2, 3GS, QGIS 2 Web, and other plugins that we don't have at the moment, but we'll be installing and using in later videos. The last menu we'll be looking at is the processing menu, which gives us access to the processing toolbox. The processing toolbox serves as the access point to run all the geospatial algorithms from QGIS, but it also contains algorithms from different applications like GIS. GIS is an acronym which stands for Geographic Resource Analysis Support System, which is just like QGIS. It's a free and open source software used for geospatial data management and analysis, image processing, map production, spatial modeling, and visualization. The next application whose algorithms can be found in the processing box is the SAGA GIS, which is also an acronym which stands for System for Automated Geoscientific Analysis, which also, just like the GIS and QGIS, is a free and open source software specifically designed for geoscientific data analysis. QGIS allows us to add our own custom models and scripts in the processing toolbox to suit our needs. In later videos, we'll be looking at how to create and use our own scripts with Python. As you can see, most of the algorithms are grouped into blocks we call providers for easy locating. So if you want to look for algorithms related to raster analysis, when you come to the raster analysis provider, you find all the algorithms under them. Same for vector analysis, vector general, vector geometry, and whatnot. So in summary, the overall purpose of the menu bar in QGIS is to provide a convenient and intuitive way for users to access and use various functions and features of the software, helping them to effectively view, edit, and analyze spatial data. So that will be it for the menu bar section of this video. The next, we'll be looking at the toolbar.